So, you have done basically the entire Arrowverse for many years now. And they come to you and they say, we're going to do Batwoman. What makes Batwoman different? What makes Batwoman unique?
I think, for me, starting Batwoman is similar to starting Arrow. It had never been, she hasn't been in film, she hasn't been in a TV show, she's this really unknown character, except to comic book readers. And I think, sadly, Batgirl is more famous. Batgirl has a Funko Pop, Batwoman doesn't yet. I hope she does today, yet. So it was able to just approach it in a very different way than, say, Supergirl, that was more genre. And but like all the Arrowverse shows, it's got to still fit in the universe. It's got to be connected somehow. Like, I like to joke that if Arrow was country music, Batwoman can't really be jazz, so she can be country blues. But no, it's fun because we've done this heavy industrial synth kind of sound, but with the orchestra that we're accustomed to in superhero shows.
What's the balance between giving a superhero their own individual emotions and story through music while sticking with an overall brand in terms of the universe itself?
Well, I feel like because you started Arrow and Flash, and that was before we started working together. I feel like essentially what you've done is you've made these hybrid scores. So every show that we're starting again, there is that hybrid aspect where there's some sort of synthesized element, there's something that's not live, and then you have the orchestral stuff. And I feel like that can really tie it together and allow, that sort of tethers it in the same world. But then the fact that it's Arrow has different sounds and Flash has different sounds. Obviously, Batwoman, we're going with a much more grungier, industrial sound. So, that was a question.
The approach, unlike a lot of scores these days, is a more operatic approach. And I say that meaning like the Wagnerian opera way of every character has a theme or a motif. And if you get it in someone's brain, I can just insert Arrow's theme in a Supergirl episode and the audience will instinctively be like, oh, is Arrow coming on the screen? So those themes, whether it's 2 notes or 5 notes, become just with that character. And then I'm super careful, we're both super careful to make sure it stays that way, because when the fans will beat us up on Twitter and it just gets confusing. So, we've had temp before from in Flash, but it was Supergirl's temp, and they said oh, we love this. I'm like, we can't use this, it's the wrong theme. So
I also think that we're specific about when the theme happens. You can't just play the theme every time Batwoman arrives. Sometimes you can, but I think there's a way to play it. You don't want to be too on the nose all the time. But
I don't know though. John Williams, my hero, uses the Force theme in A New Hope over 100 times, and that's in 2 hours. So I don't know.
So to compound on that, you have all of these themes that are basically if you were to compare them to Legos, they're all these different colors. And now you have this impossible task.
I know.
I
we
love
love
Lego.
it. We love it.
Where I feel like for Crisis on Infinite Earths, you're going to have to marry all of these different colored Legos together. How are you going to do something like that?
That's a great analogy. I love Lego, and I've never put that analogy together. I'm not using the country jazz thing anymore. I'm using Lego. It's exactly like that. If Supergirl was a Duplo block, it's going to be hard to get it to work with the Lego pieces. So we make sure that they're all they do have their own colors, but they kind of work together.
Yeah.
I wish though on these crossovers it came with a big Lego instruction book.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's oh my god, they're puzzles. You have to figure out the puzzle. And
I have to say that was it Crisis on? Yeah, it was it was just
Crisis on Earth X.
It was 4 of them, and I think I was pretty amazed as I didn't know this that all the themes that you had written, Supergirl's theme, Arrow and Flash, and then there was a Legend
of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that one. It's when we were all working with these themes, musically you could actually string them together, and it's how did I don't know if you intentionally did that. Like that, I mean, but I think because it comes out of the same brain almost, or and now we're building upon that. But I think it was really interesting how it's like, oh, this is actually in the same meter. Wow, this is in the same, like this one has like a pickup note, this one has like a downbeat. That's amazing. And then you kind of interwove them together, and they became almost like.
Well, the first crossover we did was Flash Arrow, which is just the two-part.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of like a DJ, like taking and mashing them up. It was literally like mashups of I'll take this theme and this theme. And so now though it's become more intricate because we've got to see through. They're doing like 4-part crossovers, and next year 5-part.
5-part, yeah.
So, but it's fun.
Yeah.